Hi, Russell Stewart here, world leader pressure point fighting, national boxing coach for Cambodia. Our defensive tactics programs are done all over the world. There's like 30,000 security officers a year go through it. Required learning at over 100 police academies. Why? Because it works. Alright, so time to nip down to the gym, go through some tips, tricks and techniques. It's going to be a jolly good wheeze when we get there. See you down there. Today I'm going to show you 4 tips that's going to massively increase the speed and effectiveness of your jab. These are very, very simple. Make sure you stay right through to the end for tip number 4, because that's most important out of all of them. They're all important, but number 4 is the most important. Remember, thumb up, thumb down, subscribe, tell people, don't tell people, like it, don't like it, comment, don't comment, whatever you want. But if you want a tip, trick, techniques, make sure you comment on it, let us know what you want. Anyway, let's get on with the tips. Tip number 1, just throw your hand out. So instead of pushing from wherever your hand is, just throw it. It doesn't matter. You could be stood up for self-defense type stuff, it doesn't matter. You would just throw your hand. Most people push a jab out, throw it. So from here, without hitting the bag, you just throw it. You just throw it. Don't worry about anything else, just throw your hand. Everything else will start to sort itself out. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2, throw the jab from wherever your hand is at the minute. So if you're boxing, for example, and your hand is up in a normal position, just throw the jab from there. If your hand's down, throw it from there, it comes up. Remember, there's millions of types of jabs, it doesn't matter what it is. If your hand's out here, just throw it. Now, if you mix in tip 1 with it, and add it to tip 2, so from wherever your hand is, you just throw it. From wherever your hand is, you just throw it. If you stood up and it's self-defense, you just throw it. From wherever you are, you could be talking to someone, just throw it. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3. Tip number 3. You need to look at the back foot on this one. So look at the back foot. When you're here, most people have got the foot down like that, which means you can't push off properly. Lift the heel up on your back foot. With that heel up, you can push down on that back foot, which accelerates the strike. Don't matter what strike it is, it'll accelerate it for you. It also means you can move a lot faster. So you lift that heel up on that back foot, mix it in with 1, mix it in with 2, and you end up with a very fast and powerful jab. There's a lot more you can add to that, but that's 3 tips that'll keep you going. Hang around for tip number 4. Okay, tip number 4. This is the big one, the most important one for you. Front foot. Most people are like this, and they're here facing you if it's boxing, and their foot's pointing off at a slight angle. It's missing, normally it's missing your left shoulder if you're facing each other and we're both orthodox. So if I'm on the bag and my front foot is pushing off past the shoulder on this side, that means that's where my power's going. I want my power going into their face. Let's say it's a face shot, head shot. So I need to make sure that however I move, however I get there, that this toe is pointing right where the power wants to go. Boom. Mix that in with 1, 2 and 3, and you've suddenly got yourself a very powerful, very fast jab without having to move in and out. That's something else that you do in your own time. That's tip number 4.